Japan International field for the World 9-Ball Pool Masters, and already shocks in Blackpool. The reigning European Masters champion Darryl Peach is out. Still in contention though, Germany's Ralf Souquet, one of the favourites for the title. The former world 9-ball champion Takeshi Okamura of Japan is through to the last 8. US superstar Mike Massey's also taken his place in the quarterfinals. Another international star in the last 8 is Sweden's #1, Tom Storm. A surprise quarterfinalist from France is the national champion Vincent Fake. Among the snooker stars to go through to the last 8, 6 times world champion Steve Davis, showing his all-round ability. Yet to play though, the whirlwind himself, Jimmy White. The rules are simple to follow. The players just have to pot the balls in numerical order. The man who sinks the 9-ball wins the rack. The best of 3 sets it is, each set the best of 7 racks. Already through to the last 8, 4 nations: Storm of Sweden, Fake of France, Knowles of England and Mike Massey of the USA. In the bottom half of the draw, taking their expected places in the last 8, Takeshi Okamura of Japan and Steve Davis of England. Coming up, Germany against England, Souquet against Gale. Jonathan Gale is scarcely a typical pool player, a university graduate. He works in a bank. His opponent, Ralf Souquet of Germany, is a living legend. 130 pool titles to his name. It'll be quite a matchup as we join our Master of Ceremonies, Alan Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another match in the Interplay World 9-Ball Masters. Can I ask you to welcome once again the players, a young Devonian and an Oxford graduate, rapidly raking a name for himself in the 9-ball game, and the United Kingdom #4 is making his second appearance in the Masters, having recently been a United Kingdom ranking finalist. Will you welcome, please, from Bideford, the man they call the banker, Jonathan Gale.
Shape of honey, please don't lose it all. The rhythm that gets into your heart and soul. Let me tell you, darling, it's cold rock and roll. But there's one that I'm a honey, please let's play it. Well, you just don't know what's going through the places. Well, how the sense of liquid ever love it.
Opponent, highly respected throughout the world, the former European Masters champion and European #1. Recently, he won the $50,000 champion of champions title in Las Vegas. Can I ask you to welcome the favourite for this event from Germany, the multi-talented Ralf Souquet.
I get paid for doing this job. It's peanuts that me and Chris can't get, but we get a lot of fun. I've been looking forward to the reputation of the lad on the left here picture, Souquet. 27 times German champion, ambition to be world champion. 26-year-old, absolute thunderous player. But against the lad who, as everybody knows, I was at Cambridge University where I did modern history.
Thank you, gentlemen. If you like the lag, please.
2 years at Oxford studying maths. Have to get his sums right here, though, Chris.
Well, indeed, and well, of course, we've had a storm at Blackpool in the shape of Tom Storm from Sweden. We had a hurricane watching over us in the shape of Alec Higgins, who came to look at it, and now got a gale in operation, or will be in a minute.
Ralf Souquet's won the lag.
Souquet's won the lag.
And we'll break.
Blast off first, and of course, to continue the windy crack, we've got the whirlwind Jimmy White waiting in the wings to play in a week's time. So here's Souquet. Let's see how high his head rises on impact. That's when you get the power. See, that final stab. D'Artagnan would have been proud of that fella through. He goes to get his potting cue. Watch the stab at the end. Watch where the Q-tip ends, right? Not as near the middle pockets, Davis. Not much follow through, but I'd say that would just on 21 mile an hour, that shot.
Got a result, didn't he, though?
Absolutely.
Recently got married, did Ralf Souquet, let's say remarried. Alexandra is the young lady, got married in June.
Awkward angle on the blue too here. It's about 18 inches top left, bottom, and play safe. Should be fairly easy to come off. Then it's good to maybe use 2 cushions, Chris, for this to get out of this.
Maybe so. Not so much the shot he makes, but how he makes it. I'm interested to watch. Again, it's TV nerves, I think, for the British player. Ralf Souquet has been on television many, many times. Let's see what...
Foul.
And it's nice to see an Oxford University, former Oxford University man here, Gale, hustling the balls on the table, because I used to take the tungsten. Actually, I'm trying to get darts made of blue sport at Cambridge, and failed. Tiddlywinks got a quarter blue, so we couldn't get the tungsten on at all.
So which is going to be an Olympic sport first then, darts or pools, Sid?
I think, unless they find a brewery to sponsor the Olympics, I don't think the darts line will go. Souquet, ball in hand, middle bag, and he will leave. That's coming past the black, pot red. Next ball he wants is the purple, so he's going to have to put, well, he'll do it off the cush, I think. Yeah, use the cush to get position on the purple, but it was almost blocked. That wasn't a very good shot, I don't think.
Jonathan Gale watching there, works in the IT department for an American bank in London.
But at the moment his opponent making capital on the table.
Well, I think you can bank on him.
Yeah, Gale might feel the overdraft.
And Ralf Souquet then heading towards a victory in the opening set. Opening rack of this opening set.
And mentioned some of the lads earlier that Chris mentioned, Jimmy White and Hurricane Higgins, who was here as a spectator, both thrown to the odd drop of alcoholic fluid. This lad, his favourite drinks are Diet Coke, mineral water and peach juice. Well, it works, it would seem, because it's first rack.
Fire water for him, wins the first rack. 1-0 ahead in the opening set.
Second rack, first set. Jonathan Gale to break.
Jonathan Gale then at the table. See what he can do. Can he go a golden break here? Moving but not quick enough.
Oh, I was impressed by that. From the English stance, head well down near the cue. They've got the power, not only to give him a good spread. Watch this action, you see? Chin down. It's very clever to get the power in at that angle. Most people do that with a head a foot or two above the cue. Is he blocked the two there? Is he blocking it, Chris?
I think so. He's a little bit unlucky, isn't he?
This is the opening set. 1-0 in racks. Just Souquet. First man to get 2 sets. Is the winner. Goes into the last 8.
Well, the crowd like that.
Fellow members, ex-alumni of Oxford University here, supporting Gale. And jump shot maybe here, Chris?
Yes. It's, off comes the tail end of the cue. Just a short cue. And they are the Europeans. The continental players are just good at this.
And do not practice down the dog and hairbrush on the pool table without consulting the landlord about the price of the cloth before practicing this. Oh, too far. It jumped too far over the red.
Well.
The perfect jump shot does a half volley. So he's trying to half volley this red, but look, it goes right over it. Yeah, bounce past it.
Yes. The umpire might have called a wide on that one.
Mixed metaphors, mixed... There it goes. Rains, yeah.
Just a play there from Jonathan Gale. He levels it up. He is no falling boy. Jonathan Gale levels it up. 1 rack apiece in the opening set. The crowd love it.
One rack each, first set. Ralf Souquet to break.
1 apiece then. And that lovely 9-ball sink there proves that Jonathan Gale spent more time at Oxford University in the pool room than in the school room. Certain of us did the same at Cantab. I was in the tap room throwing darts when I should have been in history lectures quite often. But I ain't doing too bad out of it. It's okay. A tremendous opponent though. It'll test the English lads.
Lucky
now watch
man.
the break here.
Yeah, watch the white as well. About to go in the middle pocket. No, you don't.
A double kiss there.
It's a bit like you, as we said before, better to be born lucky than rich, Sid.
Aye. Push out can involve the opponent trying to take advantage, but it's normally sort of, it's a challenge, it's a gauntlet shot. He can refuse to take it and ask Souquet to play again. He's taken on the one at the risk of leaving it, but he's hooked him, as they say in the States. It's snooker. Or maybe not. I think he might, with a little snidge of swerve, contact the one, but might leave it open.
Yeah, making contact, not so much of a problem. Controlling it afterwards, big problem.
So the main thing here is not where the cue ball ends up, but where the yellow ends up. Oh, brilliant shot.
In the pocket. 2 for the
And a bonus. So in 2 shots he's cleared 5 balls. Looking good for 2-1. Open set.
He is no fool. We mentioned earlier that he was a member of the World Championship winning team, along with Steve Davis and Jimmy White and fellow German Oliver Ortmann in Hong Kong. We mentioned that. He won the Challenge of Champions in May at Las Vegas. He's been a member, he's a European champion in both team and straight pool this year. He's added another 3 German titles to those that total he gave a bit earlier. He really is a little bit special, this lad.
And he says on his biog, describe yourself, quote, reliable, upright, fair, sometimes pedantic. Just like your commentary team. Although I'm more romantic than the pedantic. An easy tickle here. Chris, I'd suggest tickle is the word for this. Very thin contact needed on the black.
Is this a Geordie tickle or a Teutonic tickle?
It's a Teutonic, tiny tickle needed here, and a little bit of side to bring it off the cush for the 9. On the right hand side. In it goes.
Thought about it though. And he sinks the 9 ball, goes ahead again in the opening set. Ralf Souquet leads 2 racks to 1.
Well, this lad's in the banking. Taking stock of the table, needs to get amongst his share of the racks there.
Ralf Souquet leads by 2 racks to 1.
Watch this style. It's very interesting to me because it's an English tie break, just like Reardon or the greats, right? And see if his head rises to get extra arm power in. No, I think he does it.
Power.
Watch him next time he actually does it by swinging from the side. The cue comes in sideways rather than downwards.
Sadly, it's scratched on the break.
But watch where he gets the power. He takes the cue back, and then it's a lot of strong wrist that rather than arm movement.
Well, it just shows it really can be lucky. We saw the white ball, the cue ball, being double kissed out of the middle pocket for Ralf Souquet. This time, it got kissed into the pocket on Jonathan Gale's break. Yeah.
The one down, lots of spin, and the bonus shot, it's in. Didn't mean it, but Teutonic precision, and take anything you like.
He could get 2 for the price of 1 coming up next time. Here it is again, Sid.
Yeah, this you meant to come down for position on that, but this table is running so hard that he got a bonus, and there's Chris says bonus along the bottom rail. 4's over the pocket. Just apologise occasionally. The blue looks like 4. Yeah, he's shopped the 4 already. 2 goes the low ball. The low ball is now the 5. The orange. The blue occasionally looks on screen like the 4. And of course the 9's the same colour as the 1. Whoever designed this game was obviously colourblind.
Certainly not around.
Needs to hold position. got it just what he wanted, and just needs a normal straight contact without any side at all, just to leave a dead straight 9. Just for 3-1. Panzer Division precision from the German there. 3-1.
Ralf Souquet then going 3-1 ahead in the 4th rack in the opening set.
That's the yellow, and look at the amount of spin on that. And you get a bonus now and then at this game.
Fifth rack. Ralf Souquet to break.
I'm
Leading by 3 racks to 1.
Got to say it, Chris, I'm going to make Carl Mark Emmett, who's a copper in Pudsey, the best pool player in Pudsey West Yorks, and this lad's a spitting image of him. He does have a bit more hair.
Well, the orange ball fair way down the list of shots, but it's tantalisingly in line with that 9 ball. Let's look at this break again. Lots of action. 9 ball not going too far, moving down towards that corner pocket, but
moved a foot in exactly the right direction. You're right. Interesting shots. In 3 balls time there. Look at the orange 9 lineup. Now, if he plays this score with lots of bottom, or he comes off the bottom cush, I would play this with a lot of bottom to get the plant.
He'll go off the cush, I think.
He'd come off the cushion, yeah.
Didn't.
I didn't think he thought about it. I think he likes the angle on the middle. These are the hardest pockets for me as an 8-ball player. These are the hardest pockets to play. I'm pretty good on doubles into the middle pockets in the White Cross and Pudsey. But this is a very dodgy cushion. Wait, these cushions on the blue base they straighten out very swiftly. You've got to do the double in a single, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's not Irish.
Now, what was the pub again in Pudsey?
The White Cross now to some as the Red Cross. Brilliant.
Because of the medical treatment they give.
Treatment by the lads falling out. This, for a player of his standard, shouldn't be any trouble. Very thin contact, a whisker contact. Perfect on the black, and the 9 is just sitting there like a juicy pear. We all like a juicy pear, waiting to be picked off. He's taking it long.
So the 9 ball for the first set for Ralf Souquet from Germany. Down he goes. The first set is his. 4-1.
So the Oxford University lad Gale being given the 3rd degree at the moment by some precision play from the German.
Ladies and gentlemen, your lag please for the second set.
And they lag to see who gets the break in the second set. And Jonathan Gale's got the break. Well, this is Jonathan Gale's chance to stamp his authority.
Jonathan Gale
I think
won
his
the
only
lag.
chance really is to close the other fellow's
First
account, isn't
rack,
it?
the second set.
Yep. Imaginative camera work here, showing you the Englishman's standard
Again, he's
English break.
scratched. He's scratched again.
Cue ball in hand to the German lad. And how are they lying? Well, you can put the ball where he likes now, so that yellow will... The key thing, he's positioned on the 2, which is bottom left. So that's what he's working out. He's working out to put this yellow in the middle, maybe.
Well, a sad break for Jonathan Gale. Unfortunate.
Oh, yeah, his obvious angle to the top left was blocked there. So he's going to play this, I think, with lots of top. Yeah. Most Germans are now make their mind up faster than this. Would like him to have a round if there was a penalty shootout, Chris. We'd be there all night. Problem is to get onto the toe, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what he's worrying about, isn't it? A lot of balls in the way to stop him getting there. And finally decided what he's going to do.
Screw back. It seems the obvious thing to do anyway, even to a pool rabbit like myself.
You should have a feeling that this man got up early and put his bath towel down on the quarter-final seat.
That's stymied sales to Germany, that's for sure.
Well, it was his coat.
Don't know about towels, but Gale might have to throw his in if the German keeps this up.
Well, he won't give up. Jonathan's a fighter, part of the new breed of English professional pool players, and we were horrified at the thought of watching Sid Waddell play pool up in Yorkshire. You can watch Jonathan play at the Pool Shack in Victoria if you live down in the London area. Great little venue down there, Pool Shack Victoria.
That, along with Slack Willies in Worthing, sounds like a hot joint. And Slack keeping his cool on the blue bays. Tickling, trickling them in, snicking when he has to. This game has a total new jargon, especially now me and Professor Carter have entered the fray, mixing a bit of Derbyshire and Newcastle-on-Tyne with tune patter into it like. Although so far I've been with him on about 10 games and he hasn't called me duck.
First racket, there he goes. Ralf Souquet then goes ahead in the opening rack in the second set. He won the first one 4-1. He leads this one 1-0.
Second rack in the second set, Ralf Souquet to break.
Ralf Souquet then to break in the second rack in the second set. One ball goes down, red ball goes down, 9 ball doesn't move almost an inch.
But he does get a very good scatter with that moderate, powerful break. See, watch the last foot of the trajectory. Look how his arm comes through. He doesn't jump as much as one sees the likes of Japanese Okamura. He doesn't get much movement on the 9, but he's look a bit sweet.
2 ball is next. Orange ball.
Classic use of the cue as well. The altering his grip to suit the angles. Rather like a snooker player. Holds it well back. His backhand is a lot of 8-ball pool players hold the cue far too near the tip, halfway down. This lad adjusts. A lovely swivel forward through. We used to play in Linemouth Institute many years ago on the billiard table when I picked up an interest in ball sports that ended me up in hospital when the ball sport became rugby. See that lovely look at that beautiful pivot action. Nicely picked up by our cameras there. Look at the control there for the longer of the two angles into the bottom left. This will give him 2-0. The second set.
Cliche time again, but this really is a very simple game. You just hit the ball, put it in the pocket, and the masters make it look so easy. There he goes. That's 2-0 for Ralf Souquet in the second set. He's won the first set, and it looks as though he's going to win the second one.
So the trainee banker and the other seed Gale's deposit looking insecure, to say the least.
Wednesday on Fox Sports, all the news.
Well, he's a bit of a party animal, this lad.
Ralf Souquet leads 1-0. 2 racks to 0 in the second set. Jonathan Gale to win.
The Maniac Street Preachers, it says here. And again, he's not a drinker. His favourite drink is a McDonald's strawberry milkshake. He'll have to get curdling.
Well, that was a step forward. He didn't scratch on the brake, but nothing went down, unfortunately. Jonathan from Devon, born down at Bideford, lives now at London Bridge in London. He assures me it's on top, not underneath.
London Bridge in London?
London Bridge in London.
Shows a brilliant knowledge of geography, that, Chris, if you don't mind me saying so.
Well, for an extreme northerner, I'm not surprised. A near Scotsman.
Well, I used to say that Bobby George, the dart player, came from the London part of Essex. Work it out for yourself. Jonathan Gale, nothing more than a spring breeze at the moment, not living up to his name or his undoubted talent. Man, it is a big thing, television, and the very, very swift run on this Blue Bears, and of course a top draw opponent.
It all combines to be very overpowering if you're not careful, doesn't it?
Dirty pool, as they say. That's a euphemism, as we say. Look it up, folks. It's allowed. It's even gentlemanly to play snooker, so hooks as the youngster fellow.
Can get through to get to the ball. What can he do with it when he gets it? Oh,
back heels it. That's a cushion contact first.
Maybe lucky.
One point here that one of our experts advisor says the cue ball control leaves a lot to be desired in Gale's case, and what Steve Davis in an earlier program, cue ball control was immaculate to the centimetre. He's gonna, don't think he can pot this. He can make an easy contact to the left and this could sneak in. I'm not sure he played for that, Chris.
No, he didn't, but he'll take it.
Get away.
It's interesting to hear our director talk about ball control, really, for a man who plays golf as badly as he does, isn't it, really?
Oh. So that bounce into the knuckle over the extra weight, trickle down. The one's down. The 2 is next to the 9. Yeah, the black spot. And those white spots on the table are the racking triangle. The rack is usually set up in a triangle of which only the middle apex axially is used.
Got to come back to the red ball, of course, hasn't he? So that's the dilemma.
So Jonathan could take leaf out of the German's book here. If he gets this white, this could be a perfect illustration of the weight of a shot on this very fast cloth. Object ball down, and objective I don't know, I think he needed a bit more power, Chris. He needed another 6 to 8 inches
Yeah, he
off
did.
the cush. Now, a cloth head like me would try this into the middle.
Yes, but then again, you are a cloth head.
Oh, you might get a reverse greenwood. It's my coach's shot. You could play it into the jaws and across, because it straightens out off the jaws. Anyway, he's... He tried it. He tried a Sid. Ooh, first time ever. Historic shot.
Dear diary. We're calling these a greenwood, are we now?
Well, the shot is to try and hit it into the jaw so that it straightens out and grounds across. If you think for any reason you can't do it straight. Well, in cricket, a bowsy, the left-hander's googly, is named after Reginald Bosanquet's dad. Don't see why my bull could have gone down to the annals. Shot description.
And tries to put his opponent in trouble.
Well, looking at what's on here, he's chasing the red, which I think he can hit easily, but there's not an obvious pocket for it. He couldn't. I don't know what he's trying to do there, but he's stuck up the red 3.
It is sad for Jonathan. Very good player, but when you come back to the table and every shot virtually is to get yourself out of trouble, not to try and pot a ball, it is disheartening, isn't it?
Well, you know the motto of pool: never give a sucker an even pot. This guy, ruthless. The fool sitting near top right. Credit to his dentist, that lad. Oh, look at this. Oh, brilliant. Use of the cue ball, even the master Steve Davis would well-manneredly applaud. I was trying to say appropriately applaud, but it couldn't get it together. So the brown on a nice angle for a bit of cushion work to go up with the black. Slight problem making the angle, but there's a plant. What do you think, John? Chris, do you think this is the plant?
It looks like it.
Go for it, I think.
Oh no,
It went past.
I thought he was.
Sorry, from the top angle we thought it couldn't go.
Well, in any case, he's so far ahead at the moment, he could almost afford to be clever and cheeky, because he goes 3-0 ahead in the second set, having won the first one 4-1.
And almost all the wind out of Jonathan's Gales. Watch the cue ball now. Look at that. I nearly went it off. Now the spin on the ball.
The fourth rack, second set. Ralf Souquet to break, leading by 3 racks to 0 and 1 set.
Well, Ralf Souquet then to take this set and the match and move on to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, this rack would do it. Souquet, talking about racks, Jonathan on it. And even the Dolly ladies and their lads coming along to see superb party pool here in Blackpool, and so far in this match, with the tone being set by a phlegmatic looking German lad ice called Eyes on the former Oxford University Did 2 years on a match course, this kid, then kicked it in. But now he's a banker, which might prove something. Sticks the one up, the absolute blobberama by Gale. So, the way these are lying, could whistle through here. Red looks easy, so does the blue. Good purple 4. Made a bit of a mess of that there. It's the blue 2. Sorry, again the eyes let me down. It is the blue rather than the purple. Purple's at the top near the orange.
I suppose too that those red shot eyes, they both probably look violet, don't they?
With a complexion like a pizza, the man says that to me. Uncooked pizza at that.
I'll sit here and sulk now.
Hope you don't mind this badinage, or gesten, as they say in Germany. This has been seen in 13 different countries. Your commentators have the occasional bit of verbal sparring. Well, if Hislop can get away with it on the telly, why can't we, Chris?
Absolutely. Well, there was the shot then of Jonathan Gale, a spectator, and he really has been a spectator for most of this match, hasn't he?
Well, I think it was Sir Walter Scott who told other writers to read and learn. In pool, often watch and learn. And that's one thing about getting the hammering off a maestro. Some of it might rub off. Don't worry, soon you can get a McDonald's milkshake fairly soon with large fries.
I think it's back to the pool shack for a bit of practice.
Yeah, these three look easy. No angles to make, no vast amounts of spin to apply. Just won't need check side or running, just needs to whack it half ball and come off the cush for a doddle, piece of the proverbial, straight shot on the 9, all over for Gale. Match to the German.
That's it. Ralf Souquet sinks the 9 ball. He's won 2 sets to 0, 4-1, 4-0. An emphatic victory for the German. He too will go on into the quarterfinals.
So this was dead easy. Didn't need to apply any. They got there without having any spin, just needed a bit of cushion work. So the German looking good. In next week's show, we got Jimmy White.
Ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation for Jonathan Gale, and into the next round, Ralf Souquet.